Hello good people, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. We are still on Vlogmas. I think today is day 6. Yes, this video will go up on day 6, and on this day we are going to start our edition of our charity work. If you've been following us for a while, you have heard me talk of charity, and I had indicated we're going to have 2 charities before the end of the year, and it's that time now. So we're going to have 2 different charities. We're giving back to the society, and we shall be going to donate whatever will be available to Rescue Dada, which is in Pangani, Nairobi, Kenya. So if you would like to support us, you can plan to be there on the 10th of December, that is on Saturday, or you can send through your donation. You can reach out to us through our Instagram page, and we will give you the details of how to donate. The other charity that we're going to do is a medical fund appeal. I don't know whether to just call it a medical fund, because there's also the aspect of supporting school fees in the same context. If you have been following us for a while, you know we did interview with 2 ladies. There was Helen. I am so heartbroken to say that sometimes this year Helen left us, and it was so sudden that I'm not sure I have even come to terms with it. I had not known her for too long, but from the time I got to know her, I loved her, and anyway, it was my desire. I'm going to link the video down below of Helen. She had been amputated. Of course, if you have been following us also for a while, you know my passion for supporting the persons who are able differently, and she really desired to have a foot. We actually went to get a quotation, and at the moment we were not in a position to finance, and before we could start the drive for fundraising, she got sick, and it just happened so fast. Let me just say that. I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties, and I'm hoping in the coming year we will be able to visit her kids. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe in the coming year we will be doing maybe charities on a quarterly basis, so that we don't wait to lump them up in December, because I had anticipated we would do one in November and another one in December, but November was a bit hectic for me, so it didn't work out. But I know I'm still determined that we will do it this month. So the other person is Naomi. I will also link her video down below, and I'm not going to give you the details of what happened to her previously, because the previous video explains it all, and she has been unwell again, and I will be visiting her this weekend, and we are going to have a chat with her. She will update us on what is happening, and she will also, I don't know, she will tell us more of how we can support her, and I'll be counting on you to support this cause, because Naomi is a mom of 2, and currently, after she started ailing, she has been unable to take care of her kids. So we will be looking forward to your support, and if you would like to join us in the visit, you can also reach out to us via Instagram. I'll give more details about the current situation when I am with her, because I've not managed to visit her, so I will be visiting her with you. So in this video, I intended to share something else, which of course, if you're following this channel, you know we have a travel series and it is continuing. We still have some more videos to share, but before we do, I think it is important we have this video as we prepare for the charity. So on the 10th, which is on Saturday, we'll be counting on your support as we visit Rescue Dada. It is in Pangani. If you'd like to accompany us, um, you can reach out to us through our Instagram page. If you'd like to support the cause, you can also reach us out on Instagram. So, to give you a background of our charity work, in 2020, my brother invited me for charity to Umoja Disability Center, and it just happened that this particular lady called Naomi is the same lady who introduced him to Umoja Disability Center, and we just went for donations of what we had as just the two of us. And from that time, I felt like maybe the people who are abled differently in our society have been forgotten. And I decided, instead of focusing on just the girls, which was my initial passion, I also decided to focus on the abled differently persons. And in this case, I tried to source out some support from different people, and it was coming through, not as much as I would have anticipated, because remember I said Helen needed her food and we were not able to get it. But sometimes it's God's wish that things happen the way they happened. It's actually still breaks my heart that we were not able to achieve that, but what to say. So after we did our visit, I actually kept on going back until sometimes this year. I think it's when I've not been able to go there because of personal engagements, but I still have my passion for the able differently persons in our society. So this year I did minimal when it comes to able differently persons. But in December, I was able to get a sponsor who provided for us white canes. White canes are the assistive devices provided for those people who are visually impaired, and we managed to deliver them to Thika School for the Blind. And honestly, I don't have a video because when I started doing charity, I used to feel like it is not right to share videos of the people when you are giving to the society. But then at some point, I realized it is important to talk about it because someone out there may be willing to support the cause. And if you don't talk about it, there is no way they will know that there is a need somewhere. So we are still appealing for different assistive devices. We will link people up with the devices. Whatever one you may have, if you have a wheelchair, clutches, hearing aid, anything that can assist someone to better their life, we hope that you can reach out to us. I remember there is a time we started a drive that you can check for clutches, which maybe your family member had an accident and then they have not been using the clutches. So you can obviously help us out by just sharing them out. Surprisingly, when we started that drive, I remembered so many years ago, my brother had an accident and we had clutches at home. And I was the first person to avail them. So you also could be having them. So if you have anything that can assist the abled differently persons in our society, please reach out to us and we'll link you up with someone who is in need. We have come up with a few ideas of how to get the assistive devices. If you know someone, kindly reach out to us and we will link them up. You can also purchase our merch and it will help us raise funds to support the cause. If you are in a position to also donate the assistive device, we can always link you up with a person who is in need. If you would like to support a child in need in terms of maybe getting an assistive device, you can reach out to them. One other thing that I would like to talk about is if you know someone out there who needs an assistive device, you can reach out to us and we can see if we are able to get someone to match their need, as we are always on the lookout for people who can support the cause. I would also want to highlight, if you have someone with who is able differently, and especially a child, actually specifically a child, you can take them to Cure International Kenya, which is situated in Kijabe. It's just next to Kijabe Hospital, and they either fix the assistive device free of charge, or they charge you some minimal fee. And to be very clear and to have a disclaimer, this is strictly for kids. I don't know whether they exclusively do for adults, but when I visited them sometimes, I think last year, they do they do they only do assistive devices for kids. So if you go there as an adult and you're lucky to have an assistive device fixed, very good of you, or at least you'll be lucky. And but if you have a child, it's a guarantee they do it. And I think their rates are subsidized according to the information that we got when we visited them, because you can, if even if they're going to charge, you're going to get a portion which will be donated by their partners. Yeah, so if you have someone who needs assistive device, reach out to them. Whether you're an adult or a kid, you never know, you might get help in the process of thinking, oh, I will not check. Don't stay at home with a problem. Ensure that you reach out for help. Maybe even if they're not able to help you, they can give a referral as to where to go. Why I'm saying I'm talking about Cure is because I know they have that is their, I mean, I don't know how to put it. That is their core business, basically, to ensure that they put a smile on that abled differently person, and get them to back on their feet or their arm. I think they basically do the physical ones. They don't do hearing aids and the other ones which are not physical. Uh, If you have not watched our previous video on Cure International Kenya, please check it out. We have a brochure there which details the services that they provide, and it just shows the transformations that they have had. When I toured the place, the transformation of some kids was amazing. Yani, from, I don't know, you watch the video. Okay, the other place that I visited, and I think that is actually the place we visited with Helen and Naomi, is Otterbock. Otterbock, yes. It is on Gong Road, I think Gong Race Course, around there. It's a private company, so that one will be, it will come at a cost, but you get sorted. They actually have everything that you need to fix your physical disability. Yeah. When we visited them, they did not indicate of any sponsors at the moment, and it's been a while. So do not hesitate to contact them, because you know what? Maybe right now things have changed. The yeah, the other place I would recommend, or I would actually talk about, is Umoja Disability Center, which is in Umoja 3. Yeah. So if you're a person who is living, who is able differently, and you are able to move, basically, let me say you're able to move, you can reach out to Umoja Disability Center, and they provide a support, more of a home where you meet other people which have the same ability, different ability, so to speak, abled differently, and you get to create a home or a community that you feel, or you may feel, that may understand you better than the other people who are, you know, we are all able differently, who are able differently, and they also can assist you if you don't have a card, to get a card, to be able to get the benefits that the government provides for people who are able differently. Okay. What else? Yeah, I think those are basically the things I want to talk about. As we move to the new year, I think we'll do quarterly charity, so that you are actually kept abreast with what is happening, because basically right now you hear the channel is about charity, but you don't see the activities. They are there, but they have always been behind the scenes. But I think it's about time we start talking about them here, so that we can grow the family that supports the cause. Right now I have some donations. I have one of the most amazing families. My family supports my cause and my few friends. So imagine now if we can grow the community. And the best thing about it is that you can either be there in person, or you can donate in kind or in cash, and we are going to account for the items that will be taking to the society. So for this particular cause that we are doing this weekend, it is at Rescue Dada. Rescue Dada is in Pangani, and it is under the umbrella of the Archdiocese of Nairobi, the Catholic Church. So if you would like to donate, please join us. And also, yes, it is Rescue Dada, but they have a brother school. So even if you have boy staff, do not hesitate to bring them along with you, and they will be able to pass them on to the brother school, or the brother institution, so to speak. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on our next one. Bye.